Good morning, happy Saturday. Welcome back to the channel. So, you join me on a country lane in Derbyshire, up a big hill, which is currently saying it's 11%. Oh, 12%, Liz, what do you reckon? 13? So, we're nearly a week on now from Outlaw. What have I done this week? Nothing really worth documenting. I did a steady spin on Monday night, just to loosen the legs. Me and Liz rode out on Wednesday night. I ran Friday lunchtime, which was terrible, but I'll tell you more about that later. And then last night went out on the TT bikes. Friday night, just did about an hour and a half with a couple of friends. Team time trial practice, so not too hard but not easy, because we're doing a 100-mile team time trial next Saturday, so that should be interesting. So we're just practicing trying not to hurt each other, which is weird. So just out with a few today for about 50 miles and a fair bit of climbing. Beautiful weather to start the bank holiday weekend. No, you don't. Keep going. At least you're okay. We're on a section of road that's about 18%. It's not going very well. Liz has just told me to put the camera away. I think she's loving cycling. Go on, Liz. Not easy. Liz has got a mouthful of sweets. So we've done about 36 miles, Liz. Do you want to know how much climbing we've done? Hazard a guess?
A lot.
5,000 feet of climbing. What a day. This is going to be Liz's longest ever time on a bike, biggest ever climbing ride, and potentially the longest ever ride in terms of distance as well. So what a day. Beautiful around here as well. Had a bit of a dark patch on some steep climb back there, didn't we? But it's all good now. Shed a gel, had some cliff blocks and ready to rock and roll. So 1 minute Liz is absolutely knackered, the next she's going around the car park to make it up to 50 miles. So you can't be that tired, can you?
I've done it.
Do you want to know how far you've, well, you know how far you've gone. Do you want to know how much climbing you've done?
Yeah.
You've done, hang on, 6,055 feet in 50 miles.
My goodness.
How you feeling?
Absolutely done in.
Oh, right. So the Etape de Tour is how far away, Liz? 7 weeks, well 8 weeks, and Liz has got an entry. Watch this space. Excellent ride today. Liz's joint ever longest ever ride, most ever climbing, double what she's done before, and you finished strong really. You had a bit of a blip about 2/3 of the way through on some real steep stuff, but other than that, done really well. So we're now going to go and get some new running trainers, aren't we? Yeah, so which includes running on a treadmill. So
I'm sure I'll be able to run on a treadmill after that.
We'll see how it goes.
Legs.
Yeah. Good evening. So it's now Sunday evening, so we are 1 week on from Outlaw Half Ironman. Just want to say a big thank you to all the comments, all the encouragement, all the stick for various parts of the triathlon. I'm very happy with the day, still buzzing about it, and seeing all the kind comments from you guys really makes it worthwhile. So thank you very much. We are now out on a training session apparently. And we're currently 17.5 minute miling. I don't feel entirely comfortable about putting this on Strava, but apparently it does count. So Liz, do you want to talk us through what we're doing today and why we're doing it?
Yeah, so I've had a knee injury and Daniel's got tight calves. So what we're doing
we're
is
now
we're
ramblers.
doing a 5-minute walk, 5-minute run, 1 minute walk, 5-minute run, 1 minute walk. Just probably for about 5k really, won't we?
So this is part of Liz's rehab. So she's built up to this. So you started off doing like
2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes running, 3 minutes walk.
So essentially the 5 minute walk is just to warm up, and then you're doing 5 minutes running, 1 minute walk. So this is sort of the last step before you then go back to full running, I take it?
Yeah.
And how's your knee been?
So far so good.
Yeah, so it just shows that putting a bit of time into, you've been doing this what, 2 or 3 weeks, as well as some static exercises and some other things?
Longer than that now, I'd say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been paying attention. It's not me that's told us to do this, she's been and seen somebody who actually knows what he's on about, a sports massage guy. Great guy, experienced runner, so it pays dividends to listen, doesn't it? He also said, why don't you get some new trainers? So hang on, quick crep check. There's my bad boys. What do you reckon, Liz? Ooh,
Very smart.
So what are they?
So I've got a pair of New Balance, not had New Balance before.
You don't know what model they are, do you?
Yeah, it says on them. 860 V9.
Right, okay. I think they've got another name than that, but right. So what did they say? So I went to a running shop called the Derby Runner. So it's in Derby and it's a running shop. They've got a treadmill in there, do a gait analysis, obviously they look at your old trainers, and the staff are all, experienced runners, all sorts of different runners. There's sprinters, there's Ironman triathletes, there's distance runners, all those sorts of things. So it's exactly the place where you want to go to get trainers. So when they got your trainers, Liz, and examined them, what sort of things did they do to them, and what did they say about them?
It's quite embarrassing, really. The lady got my trainer and just like bent it in half and was like, you may as well not even be wearing shoes.
And there's a big split underneath them on like the ball of the foot where it was just basically just giving her no support. It was unbelievable.
Then she took the inside out and said, they're way too small for you. So I've gone up a size and a half.
So she looked.
These are now correct.
Yeah, so she looked at the sole, and you can see where your toes were lying,
Yeah.
and they were right on the edge. And she also said these things absolutely stink. So so Liz has gone up to like what, 7.5 now?
Yeah.
God, big foot. And I've gone up. So I was a 12. I'm now wearing size 13 trainers. You think I'd be better at swimming? In fact, you think we'd both be better at swimming than we actually are.
We've got 30 seconds.
Oh God. But we're actually not. So anyway, so new trainers for us both. We're just out tonight for a real easy session, just to trial them, ease into them. I'm hoping that mine will. In fact, should we do our little 5-minute run? Oh, 1 minute walk after that. Let's do a 5-minute run. I'll come back to you. 5 minutes run done. So where did we get to? Your trainers also give you a bit more support, don't they? Because you were.
I overarch on my left foot.
I'm not sure if overarching is the right term.
Oh.
It might be. I'm not sure. Anyway, a bit more support for on the arch. My shoes are the same sort of level of stability. But interestingly, I've also gone up another size as well. So I'm now wearing a size 13 trainer. A couple of staff members in the shop were saying a couple of things. Firstly, my elastic laces in my trainers were a bit loose. They were slipping through the things a bit, and they were saying elastic laces aren't the best if you're doing a lot of distance, because your foot's sliding, you'll find your toes scrunch, that puts more pressure on your calves. I thought, okay, makes sense. And also, my trainers were a bit too small. So now I've resigned myself to the fact that I've got to buy size 13 trainers. So I actually bought 2 pairs, because the chance of finding another pair of size 13s exactly the same model, probably slim to nil. So had to do that. I got me on the treadmill, and the guy said to me, is your left calf worse than your right by any chance? I said, yeah, actually, it is. Looking on the footfall, my left foot does sort of roll in a lot more than my right, and he says that puts tension on your calf and makes it a lot worse. So bigger trainers, normal laces for training.
We should have started running.
Oh, come on then. So yeah, hopefully it's all good. Also, sorry about matching outfits. I put this on and Liz had to copy me. Really awkward.
No, I had mine on first.
Anyway, so recapping my training. This morning I did 2.5 hours with the lads on the bikes. We had planned to do, well, a fair bit more, but it's absolutely thrown it down. We're heading into the Peak District. It was only going to get worse. We're absolutely soaked through. Not good. So we did 2.5 hours, 2,500 feet, 45 miles or something, about 18 points mile an hour. So it was a decent workout, but not as much as it should have been. So I was debating doing a Zwift race tonight, so I'll see how I get on. So that brings me to the end of this week. I've now got 7 weeks of training before I have a week taper before the Étape du Tour. Do the Étape du Tour, then I've got a week before Ironman Outlaw. So that'll be a 2-week taper excluding an Étape for me. So I've got 7 weeks of training. So I've got to hit it hard. If I'm going to have this calf issue for the next week or two, my running won't be massive. I'm going to be easing into it, so the cycling is going to hopefully fill that gap. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to have a couple of little projects. So first of all, I don't know whether to do a 3-week block, a week of recovery, then another 3-week block, or whether just to have 7 weeks of intense training. I'm going to see how I go, play it by ear. If I feel good, then I'll try and just go through it, but if not, then I'll have a week easy. And also, now I've never really dieted or focused on weight too much. Those that have followed the channel for a while might know that a few years ago I was very heavy, and I do intend to do a video on my weight loss journey. I was sort of like 7 stone heavier than I am now, but I'm currently 3 kilos heavier than I was at the Hawk Route last August, so I know I've got a bit of weight to drop. So I'm going to try and focus on that for the next few weeks. Not necessarily diet or count calories or anything, but I'm going to not eat like an idiot, not have like a bowl of porridge at like 10 o'clock at night and stuff like that. So watch this space. I'm going to have a whole little series on trying to drop some weight healthily while still performing. So see you soon. So Liz, people want to know how your legs are after 50 miles and 6,000 feet yesterday.
Surprisingly, they're alright.
Yes. Nice steady ride out of Bank Holiday Monday for us tomorrow. So I'm going to pull the video there. So thank you very much for watching. As always, my Strava will be down below, as well as my Instagram. So my Strava, I put all my heart rate, power, the whole shebang is on there. So yeah, if you want to see anything specific about my training over the next few weeks or diet, please let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm going to do a bit of a food diary as well as my weight journey as well for the next few weeks. I've got some Garmin index scales which measure body fat, water percentage, all that jazz, so hopefully I'll be able to have some sort of measurable, and I'll share that all that data with you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.